Good morning, Year 11, and welcome to Tutor Session 2 on how to develop you using the VESPA model. So in the last session, we introduced what VESPA was. As a recap then, they studied the most successful students at GCSE and A-level to find out what made them perform so well. And they found that all of those students who equaled or even surpassed their target grades all possessed these 5 characteristics. Now, these tutor sessions are to build and develop these characteristics in you. Today, right, is our baseline. How ready are you for your exams? Which of these characteristics are you strong at, and what do you need to work on between now and the summer? Now, life is all about getting better every day. If you score lowly in today's tutor activity, good. You'll be able to leave the session knowing what to work on to help you improve for the exams. Okay, so we're going to go on to a tutor task now to see how ready you are for the next step. What I want you all to do is first off, either get your iPad or whiteboard at the ready. I then want you to write VESPA on a separate line, as I've done at the bottom of the slide here. VESPA, all on a separate line on your iPad or your whiteboard. I'm then going to show you some descriptions of the different elements of VESPA: vision, effort, systems, practice, and attitude. I want you, Year 11, to give yourself a current mark between 1 and 10 for each of the category. You'll notice I've taken out the 5 because everyone puts 5. It's not 5. Are you towards the end you don't want to be, or are you towards the end you do want to be ideally? You can't put 5 between 1 and 4 and then 6 and 10. Where do you fit in between these two descriptors? Once we've done that, I want you to think it's the night before your exams begin. When you get there, and if we made you do this again on that night, what mark would you like to see? Where would you like to be? Okay, so first we're looking at your vision. Do you know what you want to achieve, and are you determined to get it? Here's our descriptors at the bottom. Do you resent setting goals and targets, as we're doing right now? Are you unlikely to set goals for yourself? And do you really not know what you're doing next year or the year after, or where you want to be in your life? If that sounds like you, how close is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. How far are you along this line? Or do you like setting goals and targets? Do you like pushing yourself? It doesn't have to just be at school. It can be targets at the gym or anything like that. Do you often set personal bests to measure yourself against your former self? Do you want to get better, and do you measure this progress in your life? And do you have a clear purpose in your life? Do you know where you want to be? Do you know what house you want to live? Do you know what car you want to drive? Do you have that vision of your life, and are you determined to get it? A mark between 1 and 10 for today. 5 more seconds. Okay, now, night before your exam, exactly the same. Next to the V on your whiteboard, the night before your exam, where would you like to be on this scale between 1 to 10? Write that now. Okay, moving on to effort. Same again. You're writing either the number 1, 2, 3, 4 for today, or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for today. For effort, does this sound like you? Do you avoid hard work? When the going gets tough, is that when you stop listening, stop trying? Do you compare your effort to your friends who've also got low effort? Do you think, well, I'm not doing a lot, but no one is in here, so it doesn't matter? If that's you, you're right in between 1 and 4. Are you easily distracted? In class, yes, but also at home. If you have to do some work, if you have to do some revision, do you go on BBC Sport and look at the scores on a Saturday afternoon every 5 minutes? Or are you focused? Do you lock your phone away? If you do, you'll be between 6 to 10. A student with a 6 to 10 effort knows what hard work looks like. They know and feel that hard work. They surround themselves with other hard-working pupils. They're not comparing with the whole year group. They're comparing themselves to the people in their class that they know get top results, because they want top results as well. And finally, if you have higher levels of effort, you are focused when you work. Do you put your phone on Do Not Disturb? Do you give your phone to your mum? When I did my GCSEs, my mum made me work in the kitchen. So when she was cooking, she could watch me work and I wasn't doing something I shouldn't. It was really helpful. Are you totally focused when you're working? Give yourself a score now between 1 and 10. Same question again for effort. It's the night before your exam. There's no time left. What score between 1 and 10 are you going to put on that night? Okay, now I want to discuss the systems with you. Exactly the same activity. If you're writing between 1, 2, 3, 4, how much do you match the following statements? Firstly, are your books disorganised? Is your iPad all over the place? You have loads of pictures of work, but it's in no sort of folder or order. Do you have no idea what's for homework? Do you not know, if I said to you now, what have you got period 1? Would you say, I don't know? Do you have no record of where you need to be and what you need to do? And then, do you work reactively? Say if you get a poor result in a KA, do you then respond to that really, really quickly and do loads of work? Or are you proactive with it? 1 to 4, if that sounds like you. If you want to write 6 to 10, you have to match the following statements. Are you organised? Is your book organised? Do you stick sheets in? Do you have revision notes? Do you have revision cards? If you do, you're a 6 to 10. Do you record your homework? We don't have planners or diaries, but do you have a clear sense of what's due when you're going to do things? On Monday night, I do this and this because it's due for Tuesday. On Tuesday night, that's a big job. I'm going to do my art course work because that's going to take a few days. If that sounds like you, write 6 to 10. And again, do you plan your work appropriately? Do you say, right, on Saturday, I'm going out with my mates at 1. So if I get up at 9, I can get ready, make sure everything's sorted, and I can do this or I can do that towards school. If that sounds like you, write 6 to 10 for today. And same again, it's the night before your exam. What mark between 1 to 10 are you going to put for your future self? And our penultimate characteristic, practice. You're writing 1 to 4 if this sounds like you. Do you rely, when you do your revision, on reading things and highlighting? You're passive. You look at things, you highlight them, or do you really stretch yourself? Do you spend most of your time on things that you know, your comfort zone? You do some revision, but you're very good at history, so you're going to do that to feel nice. And do you avoid feedback? When your teacher hands out the KAs, do you read your next steps or do you ignore them? Do you think your teacher's wrong? Do you think you'll be all right on the night? If that sounds like you write 1 to 4 for today. Or are you a 6 to 10? Do you use a range of techniques when revising? Do you have flashcards? Do you test yourself? Do you go back to the things you knew 3 days ago to retest and see what's there? Do you just get a practice maths paper and say, right, I'm just going to sit here and do it and see what I know and then go through the mark scheme? If that's you, you're a 6 to 10. Do you look for opportunities to work outside of your comfort zone? Do you focus on that subject you really don't like? When I was at school, it was maths for me. And I'll be honest, I was probably a 1 or 4 at the start of year 11, but I was forced to be a 6 to 10 because I knew it was trouble and I had to really push myself out of my comfort zone to push and get a good grade in maths. Do you constantly go out your comfort zone and go for the subjects you don't like or the subjects you're not as strong at and try and develop? If that's you, you're a 6 to 10. And then finally, are you always looking for feedback? Do you always say to your teacher, can you show me this? Can I have an example of that? I'm not very good at this. How can I practice this? If that is you, you're going 6 to 10 for today. Same question. It's the night before your exams begin. From 1 to 10, where are you going to be? And our final characteristic for high performing students, your attitude. Do you believe that intelligence is fixed? That you're born with what you got and therefore no amount of work will change that? You just get what you get. That's the way life is. If that's you, you're writing 1 to 4. When you get feedback, you get annoyed. You get annoyed at the teacher. Say, it's not my fault. I'm just not very good at this. 1 to 4. Do you have low levels of self-control? When something gets tough, do you just give up? Do you quickly give up? Do you go and do something? Do you ignore problems? If you do, 1 to 4. And do you lack the confidence to get better? Now, you can lack confidence before your GCSEs, but do you lack confidence and think, I'm just no good at this, it's just not for me? If that's you, you're a 1 to 4 today. Or, to get into the 6 to 10s, you need to believe that if you work hard, you can improve. That revision changes your intelligence. That if you revise at a subject, you're going to get a better GCSE than if you don't revise for it. If that's you, 6 to 10. Do you believe feedback makes you better? That you need to make mistakes when you're learning a new subject and it's hard and you need to listen to your teacher if they say learn this and you'll get a better grade? Then if that's you, 6 to 10. When the going gets tough, are you calm? Do you stay calm in the mocks? Did you stay calm? Were you confident walking in? If you were, you're a 6 to 10. And do you have high levels of self-belief? 6 to 10. Think of a boxer before a fight, right? Have you ever seen the news conference with a boxer? Tell you what they don't say, a little non-example. They don't say, how are you feeling before the fight? And they go, oof, I don't know. He's a big lad. Yeah, he looks really strong. And when he punched me in the face, I think it's really going to hurt. So I'm a bit worried. No, you're never going to hear a boxer say that. They're always going to say, I'm going to knock him out. It's going to be easy. No, they need to say that. Because if they said the non-example, that it's going to really hurt when he hits me in the face, then they're going to go into that fight with that mindset. That is not the way. What about your levels of self-belief? Are you approaching these GCSEs saying, if I work hard, I'm going to do well? If you are, you're a 6 to a 10 today. Thank you so much for listening, Year 11. We'll be doing more sessions on how to develop these skills. Today I was looking at where we are now and where we need to be in the future. In future sessions, we're going to look at your vision. We're going to look at your effort. We're going to look at your systems, your practice and your attitude. And we're hopefully going to give you some strategies so you can move from your 4s to your 6s or to your 6s to your 8s and move up that scale to make sure you come out of this place the best version of yourself.